As an adult, it's hard to ignore the spiritual and moral decay in our society. We see it on a daily basis. But our children, when they graduate and they go off to college, they're going to face that decay head on. They're going to be confronted with challenges to their faith, pressures to compromise their values and beliefs with an intensity that we older generations have never experienced. So before Evergreen Christian School opened in 2021, we put a great deal of thought into what it means to prepare tomorrow's leaders. We asked ourselves, what do our students need to know and learn, not just to survive all of that, but to go out into the world and show it a better way, to show them Christ? How do we get our graduates to the point where they're prepared to live out their faith, to apply it to real-world issues, to have the confidence and skill to offer biblically based answers to the most pressing needs of our day? And out of that process, the Essential Questions Project was born. The EQ project primarily consists of what we believe to be the 20 most important questions that Christians need to be able to speak to from a Christian worldview perspective. Among these are traditional ones that Christians have been facing for generations. Questions about the reliability of Scripture, the historicity of the resurrection, the existence of God. But tomorrow's Christian leaders have to be ready to address the issues that are front and center in our culture today. Issues related to sexuality, gender identity, racism, social and economic justice. Can't afford to be silent on these matters. If we don't teach our students what the Bible has to say about these issues and prepare them to give an answer for the hope that is within them, especially to those who are struggling in these areas, who are seeking genuine answers, then we create a vacuum that the world is more than happy to fill with answers and ideologies hostile to biblical faith.
The 20 essential questions are spread out over the course of 4 years. I teach freshman Christian studies where we tackle the first 5, which serve as a foundation for the questions they'll work on in subsequent years. Students will read classical and contemporary authors addressing each question. They look at what the world says about the issue, what the Bible has to say, and then their teachers lead discussions on what they have read. We also challenge students to take these discussions outside the classroom, to talk with their parents, pastors, youth leaders, and friends. After studying each question, they provide a written response that becomes a part of their digital portfolio to be completed their senior year. The goal is for each student to be firmly grounded in what they believe, to know the reasons for what they believe, to be able to articulate their faith, to apply it, to live it, to speak it for a world in need.
The culmination of the Essential Questions Project is a 15 to 20 page worldview paper written in the student's senior year and then defended orally in front of a panel of faculty members right before graduation. That oral defense is where each student will intentionally be asked hard questions. The panel will challenge them on what they've written in their paper or in their responses to the 20 essential questions. Now, we do this as a school, not because we enjoy making students uncomfortable. We do it so that when they graduate from ECS, when they walk across the stage and receive their diploma, we can point to them and say, mission accomplished. That student is ready.
I think the overall EQ project, while just one aspect of our overall program, most clearly communicates how intentional we are when it comes to preparing the next generation of Christian leaders. We want parents to know that when they enroll their child at Evergreen Christian School, when they choose us to partner with them in the education of their son or daughter, we take that responsibility seriously.